I'm Eric Nielsen, head PGA professional at Bend Golf and Country Club. Welcome to the 99th Oregon Amateur.
I'm Mont Green, General Manager of Bend Golf and Country Club. Our club was founded in 1925, making it the first golf course located in Central Oregon. In existence for over 80 years, it remains the premier private golf and athletic club in the world-renowned golf destination of Central Oregon. On behalf of our members and staff, we're proud to host the Oregon Golf Association and this major championship in amateur golf.
The Oregon Amateur officially began in 1904 when 11 men and 13 ladies competed at Waverly Golf Links, the second oldest regulation golf course west of the Mississippi that had opened in 1896. At the time, Waverly was the only course in Portland and had hosted the event every year until 1916. As the years passed and fields grew larger and as new courses were built, it became evident that some help conducting the tournament was necessary, so the Oregon Golf Association was formed in 1924. Today, the Oregon Amateur remains the pinnacle of amateur golf achievement and is the most sought-after title each year. Despite rigorous eligibility requirements of a 3.4 handicap index for men and 15.0 for women, its popularity continues to grow. In 2006, the Oregon Golf Association instituted qualifiers for the men's division and a list exempting the top 50 men on the points list, all to ensure the best possible field. For the 48 women earning a spot in the championship, it's 36 holes of stroke play to determine the 32-player match play field and their seeds. Then it's 4 18-hole single elimination matches and a 36-hole match play final to determine the champion. For the 108 men, those exempt who entered and those who qualified to make it to the championship proper, it's 36 holes of stroke play qualifying to set the seeds for the 64 players that advance to match play. The men must advance through 5 rounds of single elimination matches to make it to the 36-hole finals. At the end of the week, the best 2 amateur golfers are crowned Oregon Amateur Champions. For the 36-hole final matches at the 99th Oregon Amateur held at Bend Golf and Country Club, the day started pleasantly, sunny and warm, just a day before the official start of summer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the continuation of the women's final at the 99th Oregon Amateur Championship. This match is between Kate Hildahl of Tualatin, Oregon, who plays out of Heron Lakes, and Carly Mills of McMinnville, Oregon, who plays out of Michael Book. The referee for this match is Barb Trammell. The forward observer is Dave Siegel. After the morning's play, the match stands Miss Hildahl 3-up. Miss Hildahl has the honors. Play away, please.
To many onlookers, it seemed like just another stroll through the park for medalist Kate Hildahl of Tualatin. She had romped through the field en route to the finals, and at no point in her match was she ever down a hole. She took the top seed at the end of the 36-hole stroke play qualifying round, shooting 6 over par, and that was the last time she would ever see holes 17 and 18 the rest of the week, as no match was ever extended beyond the 16th hole. Hildahl started working diligently on her game prior to her collegiate season, and improved her NCAA stroke average by more than 2 strokes. Much of that work was on the short game and putting, which proved to be worthwhile, as her putter was the hot stick, leading her to a 6-5 victory over Carly Mills of McMinnville.
Wins the match 6-5.
She was solid, and I'm happy to say that because she is an Oregon Duck. I was very impressed. And what it boiled down to, really, the whole day is putting and short game in general, but putting. She had her putter rolling. She was on, and I was considering giving her 10-foot putts after a while. I mean, she didn't miss anything.
Started working on a few things in my game since last season ended, and I've really just been thinking, forward for this summer, and I was telling myself, I'm going to work really hard and thinking about next year. So this just shows me that, I can grow a lot, and I have a lot more potential to do better, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the continuation of the men's final at the 99th Oregon Amateur Championship. This match is between Tim Sunseth of Redmond, Oregon, playing out of Eagle Crest, and Blake Seabaugh of Tigard, Oregon, playing out of Langdon Farms. The referee in this match is Craig Winter. The forward observer is Gene Chambers. After this morning's play, the match stands with Mr. Sunseth 2-up. Mr. Sunseth has the honor. Play away, please.
The route to the championship was significantly more arduous in the men's contest. Through the first 8 holes, Tim Sunseth of Redmond struggled and was quickly down 2 holes to his opponent, Blake Seabaugh of Tigard. But on the 9th hole, Sunseth flipped a switch and had 4 straight birdies to turn the match around. By the end of the morning matches, after shooting an even par 72, he was 2-up. In the afternoon, Sunseth continued his control over the match. He had tap and birdies on holes 29 and 30 to extend his lead to 4-up with 7 holes to play. But at that point, not only did the tide seem to turn, but so did the weather. What started out as a pleasant summer day turned into heavy rain. Thunder was heard and lightning was seen in the distance, threatening to suspend the match. It was at that point that something lit a fire under Seabaugh. With a par on 12, he gained back 1 hole. An eagle on the 539-yard par 5 13th hole really seemed to take some wind out of Sunseth, although Sunseth said he wasn't too concerned, and at the time he just tried to stay in the present. After another birdie on 14 and a par on 15, the match was all square with just 3 holes left to play. Another par on the 482-yard 17th hole, the 35th hole of the day, took Seabaugh to 1-up. All he needed was up and down to win, but he bogeyed the final hole to send the match to extra holes. It was then the long-hitting Seabaugh hit his 3-wood more than 300 yards, setting up the final approach shot, which he stuck to less than 8 feet from the hole. And from there, he drained the putt to win the match on the 37th hole.
It was a good week. Yeah, I would say it was successful. I played really well. I impressed myself a little bit with my play, and I was happy with it. And I'm just going to take all the positives from here and take those with me to the next tournament. Mm-hmm. I came out there and just bared down on 13. I hit a really good tee shot on 13. I hit a really good tee shot on 14, and hit a great 5-iron into 13. Mm-hmm. Made the putt, and I got a lot of momentum going. And on the tee shot on 14, hit another good tee shot and a good wedge, and then made that putt. Mm-hmm. And I had a lot of momentum going.
Right.
Well, in the mornings on the putting green, I struggle with right to lefters, and that's all I've been working on all week. Really, is hitting 6 to 8 foot right to lefters. Just because that's normally a weak point for mine, so I'm trying to strengthen that. And I just went back to just imagine I was on the putting green, and just there's another one of those, and stepped up, and I just said to myself, we'll see what we're made of here.
The Oregon Amateur is considered the major of amateur golf in the region and is one of the oldest and most prestigious sporting competitions in the state. Started in 1904, the only years it was not held was during World Wars I and II and during the Depression. The Oregon Golf Association is a 501c6 not-for-profit membership association that is the governing body for the sport in Oregon and Southwest Washington and was formed in 1924 for the purpose of running this championship.